And welcome back to Music Free Gaming. I hope you're having a fabulous day. It is a fine, fabulous, and otherwise amazing Tuesday, and you are fine, fabulous, and otherwise amazing too. Hey, it's great to be here. Hey, it's the Copper Drop release day, so that's exciting for those of you who are excited like I am for the Copper Golem. I don't have that on the server yet because one, I would not have had time to upgrade it, even if I had nothing else going on. But we've got data packs and mods that we need to be able to update at the same time. So we're going to have to wait just a little bit. I'm hoping maybe to be able to do that this weekend, but we'll see how all that happens. But we have other things to do today. So let's jump into the mining and the crafting because, oh yeah, we've got all sorts of fun stuff going on here. And so I've been sort of hanging out. The gunpowder farm, yeah, it's actually working really, really well. So we're doing okay. And string is definitely stringing. So we are all set, honey. Okay, there was a chest there. But honeycomb is doing a thing. Honey's doing a thing. Yeah, I was doing a little bit of maintenance and accidentally dropped a few chests in. Yeah, because, let me show you this, because this is kind of fun. Right, I've got all of this gunpowder, and I've got 2 slices set aside here for gunpowder. But, let's see if I can get up here. I expanded this out. I actually have 3 chests, 3 double chests above every one of these. So, we're good for storage, you know. So what's down there is only like half the storage. The rest of it's up here, and that's great. Sorry, man. I've got my throat's all gummy today. All right. Well, as cool as that is, and it is marginally cool, I need to get these walls finished. I also need to decide what I'm going to do with Hopper Cat. I would kind of feel bad locking Hopper Cat behind the wall. That just seems like that would be a mistake, probably. But Hopper Cat is so weird that it's hard to want to get rid of Hopper Cat, you know? Anyway, little black and white kitty. There we go. Anyway, so today, what's happening today? Today, and also today, we're going to make some paper. So we're going to take a couple of, it's going to take a couple of trips because I might have enough stuff. There are some things I don't have on me that I should probably think about, like water buckets. You know, my redstone box is in the ender chest, so I don't have to worry about that. Water buckets, yeah. Alright, so this isn't going to be a huge farm, okay? That's not the idea. I just need some paper coming up at a fairly regular clip, but not necessarily like even at the rate the gunpowder is coming in. That's a little insane. The gunpowder I can take for TNT, but the paper is going to just be for rockets. And I thought about actually setting up a thing just to do automatic rocket manufacturing. I'm not going to do that, but it was an idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here. Yeah, I've got put a little trap door there. This had been up. I moved it down so that some of the items would stack up a little bit before heading up top. So little extra efficiency-ish stuff there. But what I'm going to do is I want to dig out this way a little bit. Okay, and I think what I want to do, yeah, I think we'll go about here, is I'm going to put the iron farm back, or the iron farm, the sugarcane farm back this way, okay? Oh, look, gold. I've needed gold. I ended up with like 10 stacks of gold ingots, and I burned through a lot of it making golden apples for villagers. Turns out villagers, they like golden apples, especially after you've inflicted them with the zombie. Technically need that, but still. All right. So let's see. I don't know how big I want this. It doesn't need to be huge. Okay. That's part of the idea. Huge is not going to be a thing that we're going to have to worry about too much, I guess. Okay. But. All right, so let's go ahead and do a couple things. First, grab an ender chest. Next, grab a second ender chest. Not that I need it, I just want to have it in my inventory just to be safe. I just like to have a couple of them on me. Okay. Oh, but I do need my redstone chest. So let's get the redstone box out. And, you know, maybe I'll open up a little bit more of this area here just for... Okay. The good news is anything that goes into the river just ends up back in a chest somewhere. So, you know, I got that going for me. All right. So, redstone. Oh, also, I need a crafting table. Awesome. All right. Nice. Well, that should get us started here anyway. So the first thing I'm going to need is a drop. Oh, is a crafter. I already have one, so that's convenient. Now, I think what I can do here is let's go ahead and cut out a little bit of standing room here. And I think right here, I think I'm going to do this. Ah, it's pointing the wrong way. Okay, cool. That stringo do its thing. All right. So I'm going to put the crafter here. Now, I'm going to have to obviously get stuff into it and do some other fun and exciting things, like put a block over it just to be sure it doesn't. The items stay inside, right? Inside the water. They don't go jumping out and going anyplace weird. Okay. Right. So, red stony goodness. Oh, I only have 2 of those. It's fine. Might be enough. That way. This will work, but I need to put some stuff in it. Okay, this is going to be set to that, I think. Hang on, let's double check the paper recipe. I don't think it's, yeah, I don't think it's directional, but that'll work. Here. There. We'll do it that way. All right. Excuse me. And then, gonna have to do some things. So, hoppers. Yeah. I'll bring everything into this one hopper. It's not going to be that big a deal. This isn't going to be a huge farm. Anything that's going to seriously overload this. It's going to be really passive. And otherwise, you know, fine. Okay. So that's going to be there. I do need some greenery to fill that up. So let's go take care of that. Good news is, got got an elevator. Bad news is, like, by design, this comes up to the second floor and not the first floor. That's okay. Again, that was by design, but it is mildly annoying. But that's okay. We'll deal with that. Also, I'm going to grab a shulker box. I just have a feeling I'm going to need it. Okay, mossy goodness. That's grass. Okay, well that doesn't seem nice of you, Sweaty. I had some other moss. I'm fairly certain I had other moss. Do I have other moss? Okay, that's fine. We'll just grab some pale oak. Or pale moss. It's not going to take a lot. Okay. So, you know, nothing overly crazy. All right. All right, so let's see now. Let's see. We're gonna do the thing, and we'll do the other thing. We're gonna make the paper. It's gonna be something. Well, that definitely sounds like a thing that you could do. Not exactly a nice thing to do, but hey. Some people are just jerks. All right, so I need to get this going. That should be enough. It just has to be more than one, so I'm not making sugar. All right. Sweet. Now, actually, I'm gonna need so many more hoppers, but that's okay. We'll get it. Okay, so I think we're gonna need all the hoppers. I think they'll come in like so and like so. Yeah, that'll work. All right, so let's go craft up a bunch. How big do I want this to be? Okay, so I'm gonna have to dig out a bunch of this because I'm definitely out of room. Okay. Oh yeah. So little room. But that's okay. So yeah, the farm's gonna go up. The paper's gonna go up, or the sugar cane's gonna go up this way a bit. Obviously, we'll have the blocks, right? So the idea is we're gonna have hoppers that go kind of sort of like this, right? I'm gonna need more than that, but we're gonna have that anyway. We're gonna have some dirt. Yep. Gonna need some space. And I think I'm probably just gonna do like 12 maybe. I said I don't need this to be ridiculous. Okay. I really don't. Okay, so we're gonna get something along these lines. I'm gonna have so much random garbage. But that's okay. All right, so that's gonna go here. Right, so we're gonna have dirt. I'm gonna turn this into mud. Okay. In fact, let's go ahead and just set up an infinite water source now while I'm thinking about it. Because I will totally forget. Okay. Sweet. And said we'll need to get water bottles and all that fun stuff up there. Okay. Fortunately, I still have the haste beacon, so we have that going for us. Okay. Yeah, because if I take this out about, something along these lines, obviously I'm going to have to bring some water. We'll do some other craziness. Okay, because, sugarcane farms are pretty simple, right? The only thing that I'm going to have to worry about here is making sure that this triggers appropriately. So let's get in there underneath that and get that done first, and then we'll worry about the rest of the sugar. I have to go get sugar anyway, so, Okay, so I think if I drop in right here, yep. It's dark. He's so dark. I can fix that. There we go. It's less dark. Yay. All right, so we need redstone. Grab some of that. We'll grab some of that. Honestly, I'm gonna grab a little bit more dust. Okay. And we'll grab some of that. Wonderful. Don't you feel better about life? Sure. Okay. All right, so the plan is, I think, redstone torch under there. And then I believe all I need to do is, I think I can just do this. I think. Hang on, let me. Yeah, I think that'll work. All right, so hang on. I'm going to just swap out those blocks so they're a little bit better. Yeah, this one too, just because it doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be stuff, but it is. Okay, so that way. All right, so now I believe. Okay, so that's currently on. I think this has to be in subtract mode. So that's 6. Maybe I do have to pop this up one more. Okay, which is fine. Okay, cool. So that's off at the moment. So now if this goes in, it's still off. Still off, and now it's on, and that should have triggered. Okay. Oh, is that gonna work? No. Nope, that is not going to work. Okay. No, it's all right. I'll figure it out. It's not crazy. All right, so that should be off. That should be off. What am I doing wrong? Probably all the things. So basically, okay, so that turns all of that on, which means this is off. Okay. And then 2. Okay, again, that torch is off. Okay, and that clicked, and this is. Oh, right. Yes, of course, because I'm getting the power from over there. I tried to short circuit this into something simple and easy, and I didn't. It's okay. It's okay. Just do it this way. Am I doing that right? I don't think so. No. Nope, nope, nope. All right, hang on. I know there's a way to do this. I know it. I thought it was, you can go with sort of the item filter type set on this thing, but I've got to get signal under there. Okay. All right, just because I don't know what I'm doing doesn't mean that I have a clue. Okay, we're going to be fine. It's going to be wonderful. All right, so that's going to go there. This. Okay. Just so you know, this is the stupidest redstone ever, but it's okay. Okay. Oh, that torch was sort of important. Okay, there we go. All right, so right now that is off. Wow. Wow, look at me not knowing what I'm doing. Hooray, look at me. Woohoo. Ha ha. Okay. And then we... Well, this is just dumb. Do I have a repeater? I don't. Do I have stuff for a repeater? Yes. Okay. No, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Okay. You know, I've built these things many a time, and I never build them the same way twice. You know, I just... Okay. Alright, so basically, I just need to be sure that this thing is on when this is on. Okay, so... I think I can go like so. So that would turn off. Which would then put this to that. Okay. So now this is on. Right. Okay, so that turns off. And that turns off. Okay. Cool. So, really stupid, but kind of sort of works, I guess. I hope. Or something. Oh, actually, you know what? This doesn't need to do that. This is just overly complicated. You ever have those moments when you realize you're just overcomplicating things? That's today. That is definitely today for me. I am in the I am overcomplicating things stage, and go there. Okay. No, we're good. Go there. Okay. So now, yeah, when that's on, that should trigger. Okay. All right, I think that will work. Probably. Okay, let's see. I'm going to head back up to the surface, and we're going to do some things. It's going to be great. First, I'm going to set up a filter for the paper, because it would be nice if it had a place to go. I don't have paper on me, which is fine. Make that happen. This is going to be great. All right, so also I'm going to need some sugar, and I've got some over here. Right, so there we go. Grab some sugar cane, and I think Did I have paper? I might not. Wouldn't surprise me if I didn't have paper. Okay. It's a thing I don't typically keep around, you know. It's a thing. Oops, this is not the right way. Getting lost in my own base. It's fine. We're totally fine. Absolutely full of fineness. You know, it's... You ever have those moments where you realize, you know, I just did something I should have done, or didn't do something I should have done, and now I'm doing it, and it's a thing. Okay. This is one of those times where I realized, oh, I should have brought stuff. I don't... Okay, it is dark-ish over there, but not dark. Like, I mean, it's dark, but... There. It's dark enough, but I just feel better about that. Ah, that's the wrong one. Okay. I didn't want to go up there. I wanted to go down the dealy bob. Okay, yeah. Oh, I didn't set the filter. You know, it's a thing. It's a thing. We're totally dealing with a lack of probably some form of mental competency. But that's okay. We can do it. All right, so what I need to do is get up here. Woohoo! That was bad. Okay. Right, so we've got the string. We're going to put in some paper here. All right. Cool. And gee, look, stuff. Yeah, we're getting a few things. We get the bones and arrows because it drops... I've got the skeletons, or I've got spider jockeys spawning in the creeper and skeleton farm. Which is not unsurprising, it's just annoying. And I really need to go down and figure out what's up with my... ouch. My iron block crafter. Because, yeah, every once in a while it crafts nuggets, and it's never supposed to do that. All right, so... Anyway, so stuff's going to come in this way. Which is great. So let's... I'm going to just temporarily... Let's put down a block here. Okay, so that we can see... So we can see what happens. So if I put in... All right, let's put in... All right, well, that's string. That did not... Okay. All right, there we go. There's the paper. Cool. And just to be sure this actually works the way I expect, let's grab 12. Okay. All right, that worked great. All right, wonderful. Let's go and pop this. Yeah, it's all paper. Oh, pickaxe, not regular axe. I know the difference. All right, cool. Nice. I just got home. Oh, geez, that doesn't sound like any fun at all. Well, welcome back and welcome home and enjoy whatever food you're making. And I hope that whatever else was going on with your day is more fun and exciting than work. Oh, I'm a little bit scattered, I have to admit. I don't know why. But I am. I'm totally scattered and not having the things I need to be having with me at the time I need to have them. That's okay. We'll do the thing. We will. Totally do the thing. The thing will be done. I need some iron. Fortunately, I have lots and lots of iron. Okay. Also, I don't need that gold. Something else I needed. I don't remember what, but something. Glass bottles. I need a glass bottle. All right, we'll go talk to the clerics here in a minute. All right, and just because for some reason I'm a little paranoid about not having quartz just in case I need to make a few things. And maybe some wood. Yeah. Oh, I was going to say, for me, I thought I had pale moss in there. It's not. It's pale oak leaves. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not at all confused about things. It's one of those days where I'm definitely not confused. Totally, and completely not, what was I talking about again? Something that I wasn't? I don't know. Well, let's just build the farm and see what's going on. Oh no. I think my kitty's being sick. So, I think we discovered something about my cat. And I think what we discovered is that he is actually somewhat allergic to chicken. And of course, he's been eating chicken-based cat food for most of his life. And we've been dealing with kitty vomit issues for like his entire life. And it's like, we weren't sure what it was. He was just, sick. He would just get, the doctors couldn't find anything wrong with him. The vets were like, oh yeah, he's a cat, whatever. But yeah. Oh, I'm going to probably need blocks and a light source and all sorts of other stuff in there. Anyway, as we were dealing with stuff, I don't know, what was stuff? My wife made she made a sandwich. She opened up a can of chicken and made herself a sandwich and let the cat drink the chicken juice because, it's tasty and stuff and he loves it. He drank it and then almost immediately threw up. It's like, wait a minute, this might be a sign. And I didn't even realize cats could be allergic to food until my daughter, oh, heck, it was a while back. It wasn't even recently. It was just, she was talking about how one of her cats is allergic to chicken. And you know what we've discovered? It is really, really hard to find chicken-free cat food. Like, everything has chicken in it. It is so annoying. Okay, so I'm going to have to block that off. Okay. I did not bring glass bottles with me because that would have made sense. That's what I was looking for. That's it. I was looking for a thing. Totally forgot what it was. That was it. Bug. All right, so I'm going to need to run water. I can run water right between that. So let's go ahead and get some blocks. We'll just run this way. Okay. All right, that'll come out. Okay, that's blocked off. This is blocked off. All right. And okay, yeah, so the plan here, that's not what's going to go there. Actually, I don't think I even want this whole section of thing here. This is one of those things, it's so easy, I don't have to plan. That's not true at all. Plan your redstone builds, people. Don't be like me. Just, plan them. Okay. But I am going to need water. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh. Well, that's convenient. Got to spend some serious snuggle time with your dog tonight. How's she doing? Is she doing okay? I know she was dealing with all of the issues. Okay. I hope she's feeling at least a little bit better. Okay, so this is going to come up to here. We'll fill this in. It'll be fine. We've got some, not necessarily decorative, but definite things that have to happen. She's improving. Oh, that's so good. I'm so glad to hear that. Okay. They still want to hospitalize her. Okay. Yeah, theoretically, I could run this way another 7 blocks. I don't know that I want to, but I could. Okay. So that's going to go there, which is fine. We're going to have sugarcane happening in here. I need to go get some glass. Or some bottles. Yeah, boy, it's so hard for all those pets to say, okay, you're gonna have to stay here in this strange place for a while. It's for your good, but you don't know that. But they say hospitalizing may not actually help? Oh no. It's like, what are they? I don't know. It's like, what are they actually going to find there that's like, are they hospitalizer looking for, it's like, hey, we need to have her under observation, something like that? Glass, 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 glass. Why have I not glass? Fine. I could go buy some, but I think I have some with the clerics. Keeping her comfy and for fluids and stuff. Yeah, makes sense. Come over here, get some. I think I've got bottles here with my clerics. Back. Gotta go through the door. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. They won't have her and treat her until her blood work is good. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. You know, I put that wall up the middle. That doesn't need to be there. I mean, it kind of needs to be there. It needs to be there. But it doesn't need to be there. So paper, yes. Anyway, yes. So I'm making paper so I can craft rockets because I am running out of them quickly. I think I only have a stack of them left. Heck, if I only go to here, like this, this will all be mud. Anything that falls on here will go in. If it drops into here, awesome. If it bounces over to the other side, fine. Cool. Gas farm makes you enough for rockets? That's awesome. I need to go take a look at that. I've never built a gas farm before. I've seen them built. And I've seen, various people build the ghastly farmy goodness. Okay, so that's going to be a thing. All right. Yeah, so this is all going to come out this way. Made passive ones. This one you use looting on. Oh, nice. That's really cool. Yeah, this is one, when I built my creeper farm, I just wanted one that would work passively while I was here. I didn't want to have to think about it. And great success. It works really well. Oh, gee, I'm going to have plenty of pistons. Wonderful. Okay, so that's going to go there. Pistons. Going to go here. Let's go ahead and take this out so I can get in and out of this thing. Okay. This is just plain boring farm. Okay. Do I have 16 observers? That is the question. I do, actually. That's sort of a surprise. Okay. The other thing I want to get is, let's get out some frog lights. Okay. I'm going to run some frog lights along the top of this thing. Because I think the sugarcane does need lights. You know, I think that's a thing that it needs. So we're just going to run. We're going to run these frog lights across the top here. So wonderful. All right. Actually, let's bring this way. I was just watching. Exuma had a video on a really. It was basically a video on a bamboo farm, and now the bamboo farm was easy, and I've built similar to it. But it was interesting just to see that. Oh yeah, there's a. I put that in the wrong place. This has to be up a bit. Okay, no, this is fine. It has to be up one block. It's like, I'm going to be building a bamboo farm here soon-ish. It's like, huh. Okay, this kind of matches what I was thinking of. Okay. All right. Hang on, I'm going to head back to my base, get a little extra smooth stone. Since I'm here and not actually building the thing. But yeah, because I want the bamboo farm actually for a couple of things. One, bamboo, surprisingly enough. But I think I'm going to use bamboo to power a smaller furnace array that's going to be up here. I think I'm going to build it in the workshop over there, which will be cool. But I'm debating how I want to build the whole thing. So it's not going to be like overly crazy. On the other hand, it might be. You know, it's like, okay, I do need some regular bamboo just so I can have bamboo to make scaffolding. I want bamboo blocks so that I can have bamboo blocks for decorating. And of course, then you get all the fun bamboo planks and all of that good stuff, right? But I'm thinking very seriously about using bamboo planks and not just bamboo to power a furnace array. Now, bamboo, you need 4 bamboo to cook a single thing. Okay? Yeah, no big deal. But you need one bamboo, or actually just one plank. It's not even bamboo. Just one plank of anything will cook an item and a half. Okay, so that ends up being slightly more fuel efficient, assuming you're cooking more than one thing. It becomes slightly more fuel efficient than using the bamboo directly. And even if you do end up cooking up more than one thing, or just one thing, you're not really out that much. So I guess that's the only time when it's a problem, is if you're only cooking one item. Everything else works great. So, yeah. Something I'm thinking about. The only problem with that... Ooh, those are not pointing in the right direction. Oh, I should maybe get my wrench out and see if it'll work on those. In theory, the wrench does work on some redstone components, which makes it so much easier to do stuff. All right. Cool. Now, let's go ahead and I need to close this in to be sure all of the items go in that way. I do need to redstone this. Okay. You signed up for... Oh, you signed up for meet and greets. Oh, that is awesome. I have to admit, I am slightly envious. I want to meet and greet all of the people. Ah, okay. I'm down here now. I have to wait for the emails. Okay, cool. Hopefully it'll be a little bit more organized. They had some issues with it last year, I think. Okay. So next thing I'm going to need is water bottles. Okay. All right. Actually, before I get overly crazy, let's just make sure this works. It should, but let's just double check. So it's not like this is a complicated farm. Yep, okay, cool. Yay! It's nice when things work. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get some the sugarcane planted, and then I have to turn all of this dirt into mud. Okay, which will be easy enough to do. Once I use the water bottle. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right. One has Scarf, False, Wren, and Cub. Nice. And stack some things in here. That, and that. The other is Pearl Gem, Impulse, Tango, and Skiz. Dude, that would be the one I would be in. Like, everybody I want to meet is on that panel. Not that I have anything against any of the others. It's just... Impulse and Tango especially, but... they're inspirations to me, I guess. I want to maybe put it that way. Send it for Orion and Jimmy. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Orion. Is that the Orion sound? Ollie? Why can I not splashy splashy? Okay. Splashy splashy. Impulse, Tango, and Skiz, I think people you would be very comfortable meeting. Yeah. Said for me, as a person of a certain age, right? I've always been a little bit, I don't know, self-conscious isn't the right word, but aware of the fact that I'm an old man in a young man's game. But it was when I discovered Impulse and Tango, aside from the fact they have very similar interests. I don't like to do mini games like Tango does, but they're technical Minecrafters, but they're all in their mid 40s, which is, oh yes, a little bit younger than me, but only a couple of 2 or 3 years younger than me. Not like 25. Like meeting Gemini and Pearlescent Moon are the age of my daughters, right? Literally. I think my oldest daughter is, well, no, they're both almost 30. I guess my oldest daughter isn't quite that age yet, but still, they're looking at, they could be my daughters. They're that age. And a lot of Minecrafters are in that same sort of boat, right? Okay. Sweet. Okay, so now, all right, so we end up with stuff in there. Okay, which is fine. All right, so now let's go ahead and let's put half of that in there. It won't matter. It's all going to bottleneck somewhere else anyway, but I need the rest of those hoppers. Oops, no, not this one. Not like this. Okay, yep, it's crafting paper. Wonderful. Okay. Sweet. Okay, so the paper's going up into the storage. But anyway, so Impulse and Tango said in particular. I think even Skiz, I think, is even just a little bit older than, I think is a year older than Impulse. But it said for me, it said as an older guy, frankly, as an older streamer, yeah, they're definitely people I have looked to. You don't know what you'd end up talking about? Yeah, I get that. See that panel, Pearl Gem, Impulse, Tango, and Skiz. I watch all of them. Actually, I watch everyone on the other panel. Scarfalls, Ren. I don't watch Cub. Cub is the only one on that panel. I don't watch either videos or streams. Every once in a while I'll watch a Cub stream, but okay, I think we're good. All right. Sweet. Well, that was quick and easy. But the rest of them, yeah, I'm a fan. I watch them all. But for me, you know, I would be asking them content creator things, right? Because that's what we have in common. Content creator and Redstone type stuff. I don't know what all, but something. Okay. Love what Cub did with the fireworks. Oh, yes. Yeah, the fireworks were awesome. And yeah, everything I've seen from Cub, he definitely seems like so chill. That is a good word for it. He is about as cool as a cucumber. Still have some redstone-y bits in my inventory, but that's okay. So we should start seeing as this grows. Okay, well, and it's not going to grow fast. We're not going to get a lot of paper in very quickly. But as that grows, then we should start getting paper up here. Okay, well, that was an hour. Yay! All right, so let's actually head down to the farming level. I think this side. And let's go take a look and see what... Ooh. Just to be sure, the paper did the thing. Okay. Oops, it would be down here. Yeah, we're getting paper down here. Perfect. All right. Yeah, I'm definitely getting gunpowder, so... And, you know, string. I don't know what I'm going to use the string for. I guess candles. Right? I've got stuff, right? I've got beeswax, right? Honeycomb. Yes, I've got honeycomb and I've got string. So yeah, well, I could totally make candles. I'm making a very futuristic base. Candles are not exactly the vibe, but you know, I guess it's fun. Okay, so that's there. All right, and of course I end up with all this extra nonsense. That's an off-camera thing, I think, to figure out what the heck is wrong with my nugget crafter. That's fine. And I'm getting lots of bones. Not that I need bones in particular, but I really do need to go on an adventure. I saw a dog that I thought would be really, really cute while I was bringing a Lay's back, and I did not have bones. Did I say nugget crafter? Probably. Probably. Oh, look at all those guys up there. I bet they're excited to do stuff. Don't know what, but bye, guys. That's right. I've got to break that to get in there. All right. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Totally fine. Feel bad that you're going and I'm not. You know, that's fine. Offshoot game of Minecraft. Yeah. Nugget crafter is how you end up keeping toddlers fed. It's just how fast can you keep up with the nuggets before the kids, you know, pass out. Oh, man. Sorry, for some reason, chat's just not keeping up. Okay. And all the things they want to dip them in. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It's like, yeah, it was hilarious. It was me and my wife and two of my kids home from school. And we had for dinner one night, we did the chicken nuggets and fries one night. Kids have wanted ketchup, honey, applesauce, okay, and Frosties. Understandable, but But here were four of us, and we each had a different sauce that we were putting on our food. Like, my wife had fry sauce. I had barbecue sauce. I think my one daughter had ketchup, or my daughter had ketchup. My son had the mustard. You know, it's like, okay, yeah, sure. What is fry sauce? Oh, yeah, fry sauce. Fry sauce it's something that's popular in Utah, Idaho, northern Arizona. It's a sauce that was invented at a restaurant called Arctic Circle, sort of a burger fry place. And it's my wife told me once, because she worked at Arctic Circle and had to make it for a while. But it's like a combination of like ketchup and mustard ketchup and mayo and something else, some other seasonings. I don't remember what all's in it. I'm not a huge fan, but my wife loves this stuff, and we can't get it here. So every time my wife drives up, it's different from Yum Yum sauce, I think. I don't know. I haven't had Yum Yum sauce, so don't know for sure. But we can't get it here. I mean, for one glorious week, I think our Walmart stocked it, and we bought some. But now, anytime when my wife takes my daughter to college, she stays with her sister. You know, my sister-in-law stays up there with her for a night. And just makes it a point to stop at Walmart up there up in the Salt Lake City area to buy some fry sauce. But yeah, it's a thing. I said it doesn't do it for me, but my wife loves this stuff. Okay. Let's see. So, what am I doing now? I don't know. Doing something. Okay, so the paper farm is done. Let me just... shouldn't need to double check, but I'm going to double check because I'm just... Okay. So we have 42 sheets of paper, which is great. We'll come back later in the stream and see how much we've got. But for now, I think... Do we do something boring now? I don't know. We could do boring stuff. Okay. It's more than I would typically put in there, but it saves space, so it's fine. So we've got a couple things I need to get done. But I think one of them is I want to finish getting my filters set up. Or at least some of them. This is going to go back there in the ores. This goes in the moss. Of course, I'm doing this. I think I'm going to be shifting all of that over a bit, but yeah, no, fry sauce is a weird thing. It's a distinctly... I said, that whole Utah, Idaho, Arizona corridor. And it's just... shulkers. All right. So, oh, those are empty shulkers. Insert shulkers up here. There we go. Do we have red robins? Not specifically where I live, but they are in Colorado. I have eaten at them. Yeah, I live in the middle of nowhere, so about the only chain restaurant we have that isn't like McDonald's, you know, that type of thing is what do we have? We have a Chili's. We have a bunch of really amazing Mexican restaurants, though. So, you know, get that going for us. All right, so what I need to do here is I'm going to have to shift all of this stuff. Red Robin has a campfire sauce. I don't know. I usually either eat when I go out to eat, if I get fries, I either eat them plain or if I've got an available barbecue sauce. Okay, so let's figure out where the heck I left off, and I am going to have to dump some things. I left off mayo, chipotle, and barbecue sauce. Okay. Yeah, I figured it would be spicy with anything that has fire in the name. Okay. I need to do nether plants, but I don't have any of the regular... I don't have any of the warped stems. Okay. Everything's going to look sort of like this. Actually, you know what I need to do? I'll need to... I need to see if I brought snow with me. It's not spicy at all? Okay. Oh, how is my lunch? Speaking of things that are spicy, so my rice sets my mouth on fire. It is delicious. It is amazing and wonderful, but holy spicy Batman. Ooh. Yeah, it turns out a couple too many habaneros. Just, yeah. Okay, we are good there. Oh, we're actually like out of water bottles in here too. Let's just fill this up real quick. So, yeah. Said good stuff, but because what I was working off a recipe for a Cajun red, it was red beans and rice. I did a combo of what's it, red beans and black beans. Let's see, I think I just need like, that's probably too many. That's fine. We'll do this. Okay, cool. And it's fine. And I make it, so I make it with the black beans, the red beans, brown rice, onions, celery. It calls for bell pepper. Typically, I substitute in jalapenos, but the jalapenos were sad and pathetic at the store this week. It also calls for diced tomatoes. I haven't been putting that in. And then a handful of like Cajun seasonings and stuff like that. Okay. Delicious and wonderful. But said they're out of jalapenos. You had some banana peppers on your pizza last week. Ooh, nice. We usually do green chilies on ours. We'll get sausage and green chili, sometimes bacon. So good. But yeah, since they were out of or since the jalapenos were bad, I got a package of, what was it, like a 4-pack of habaneros. And I didn't want the habaneros to go to waste, so I just... Oh, snow. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, I didn't want the habaneros to go to waste, so I put them all in. And I knew they were spicier than jalapenos, of course. I didn't realize it was like 100 times spicier than jalapenos. And, oh my goodness. Oh, so spicy. Anyway, they're going to waste. Yeah, but now at least I get to eat all of them. Let's see, did I put... Okay, there's snowballs. All right. Okay, stream joke. Why are giraffes so slow to apologize? Because it takes them a long time to swallow their pride. Yeah, that was not great. It was just not great. All right. So, silk touch, that's fine. All right. So, oh, let's see. The quote, for all those amazing people who watch the videos, you're both amazing. Ack! You know, one of these days I'll remember how that works, get the timing right. Okay. All right. I need to go get some snow. Ooh. White's not a color that comes up often. White's got some problems with it, unfortunately. I haven't taken the time to sort out. It ends up being I've got a couple of things that end up being black on black, which is obviously a little bit hard to see. Yeah, go to the webcam. Yeah, you can see like the schedule and stuff over there. It's like dark gray on black, and so it's really hard to see. So it's something I just haven't taken the time to sit down and work through a slightly better version of that color scheme. Yeah, I mean, it looks fine other than that. I mean, the black and white actually looks really cool, but that gray, I need to do something with that, and I don't know what. Okay, it needs to be something, but I don't know if I want to go with like a lighter gray or something. I don't know. I just haven't taken the time to figure that out. But yeah, it's good. I like it. Yeah, most of the colors. It's funny. So when I first got the overlays, you remember that one I had before that had the thicker flame? Yes, I had flames surrounding my camera. Where am I going? I'm heading back to the ancient city. I need some snow. So I'm going to run there real quick. I need to grab some snow layers, because I'm going to be using them as filler in the in my filter chests. It's going to be fun. But no, when I got that frame that I was using, I had it had 5 colors. It had the blue, green, yellow, white and red. Okay, which was great. Works. They work great. You know, you've seen them. And so I took when I rebuilt things in StreamerBot and simplified to just the color border that I've got now. I took those color themes because I already had them. They looked good, all of that stuff. And of course, I was able to add two more. I was able to add a purple one, which is really just an inverse of the yellow. And then I added the pink because somebody here liked pink, which is great. But I like the flexibility. I can do all the fun stuff. But yeah, the white is a little funky, and I need to do something with that, and I just don't know what. So I do like the sort of monochrome for different things. It's really fun, but I decided to take a minecart instead of flying, so it's going to take a couple of minutes, which is fine. We get to look at the nether roof. It's fun and exciting. But yeah, I mean, I am so excited for the copper golem. I don't want to wait, but I have to wait because we've got stuff on the server that I have to be sure we've got updates for. And so the data packs, they all come from Vanilla Tweaks, and those are all updated fairly quickly. The mods, I don't know. Okay. Let's just turn that off. Actually, that would be a good place for a button, actually. All right, we'll worry about that later. Except I'm going to worry about it now. Okay. Down we go. So, I love that it's so far down you can actually eat before you hit the bottom. All right, so I'm going to grab some snow. And I happen to have, those are snowballs. Okay. So this will be, sorry, this might get a little bit flashy, I think, perhaps. And get bones. Why do I need to get bones? I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, you want to see my dog? Yes, I need to go find that. We can go on an adventure. Let me finish getting this, a bunch of the snow. Because I think it was one of the, I think it was one of the dogs in the savannah. Oh, this is going to take a little while. All right. Of course, coming back is going to be a little bit slower, but it's okay, I suppose. Yep, sadly, yeah, the color, it was sort of a tan and brown. I don't remember exactly, but it was, I just remember seeing it. It looked really cool. So I should actually look it up and make sure I'm going to the right place for it. But I remember seeing it as we were flying over with the allays and stuff. And I just didn't have bones on me at the time to be able to tame it. All right, here, we're going to set this right like there. Okay. Let that sort of do its thing. And, okay. All right, and search for a wolf. All right, all right, tamed wolves. All right, I think it might have been the rusty wolf. I don't know where to find that, but that one looked really cool. I think it was. Oh, that was in a sparse jungle. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so I think that's where we're going to be heading, is to find that sparse jungle. Okay. Alright, that goes in there. See, I just need some filler, and I don't plan on using... I don't think I'm going to be putting snow layers through the item filter very often, so this is going to work out reasonably well. Yeah, so I'll take a stack of bones and something like that. We'll see if I can find it. So, yeah, adventure time. Okay. A little bit more. I just want to fill up this other shulker box before we go. Because, yes, I'm going to be good. I'm going to be responsible and do the things I need to do before doing the things I want to do. This is called being an adult, and it sucks. Okay? It's not the most fun I've ever had in my life, but it really is just a better way of doing things. All right, let's see how many most of the time. Okay. Almost there. Got a couple. Need to get a few more stacks. But anyway, yeah, it's good. Well, yeah, I said my rice was good. It just turned out spicy. Yeah, which is fine. I like spicy, but I have to be careful with it. It turned out it was a bad week for me to make spicy lunch, though. Because we're also having chili this week. We had... actually, we had chili on Monday, so I had a double dose of spicy. Make a chili con carne, which is pretty tasty. And then we're going to then take the leftover chili and have it on baked potatoes, which is also delicious. But yeah, I'm going to be stacking spicy on spicy, which again, most of the time I don't mind, but this is one of those times when it's like, yeah, my tongue hates me today. But it was fun. It helped on Monday. We had cantaloupe, which I love it when cantaloupe's in season and we can get it. Cantaloupe is one of my favorite fruity things. And I can actually eat it. There's so many fruits I can't eat because of that stupid fructose, thing. I've got sugar. All right, I'm not lacking in sugar, but I'm not over here. So, you know what? I want to bring this with me. And we'll, maybe I'll throw it in the crafter. Or I'll throw it in the, that whole thing I just put together. I let the system craft it up into paper for me so I don't have to do it by hand, because it's not any easier doing it that way. But, it'll be a thing. It'll exist. All right, anyway. Yeah, I think all the time will save by not clicking the mouse. You're right. Yep, I'm going to save all that time. I suppose I should actually take a look. And since we've got time, since I took the slow way back, I could, let's, Chunk Base. That's the name of the site. Let's just double check and see where there is a sparse jungle near me. Okay. And where is my base? Oh, I can visit your gas farm too. Yes, I can, since I'm going to be right up here. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to have to, let's figure out where the heck my Badlands is. Okay. Okay. Your gas farm is so pretty. Okay. I will definitely have to take a look. All right, so 5,400 roughly minus 7,000. That's where about where my base is. And then I need to highlight sparse jungle. Okay. So it looks like kind of in the positive X direction. Okay. We can sort of do that. Sort of east. All right, cool. And I'm blue. I'm blue. Yeah, blue was my main theme forever. But I had changed color schemes a couple of times. When I did hardcore, I used red just for my overlays, and I used yellow when I was on Tinker World. And of course, green when I was doing the create mod. And I've kind of fallen into green is just awesome. So, but I do like the blue. I've used that for so long. Okay. So let me get some bones, and then we can figure out how close is it to all of my portals over here, Snoopers, to see your gas farm. Is it like, okay, I don't remember what that goes to. Oh, I know what that is. That's the other Badlands portal. About a rocket northish. Okay. Cool. All right, well, I'm going to duck in here. Okay. All right, this just take me straight into... Oh, cold. Cold. Okay. Hi. I would like to... I can't, but I would like to pick that up. That's just silliness. All right, so we'll go take a look at that real quick. But first, I'm going to put stuff away and get ready for my trip. All right. All right, so actually, let's just drop these down here. All right, bones. I'm going to need, I think one stack of bones will probably do it. I think I'm okay with everything else. Let me sleep. I'll drop off the sugar, and then we'll go take a look at your gas farm, because I'm really curious. I am really curious what that looks like. Yeah, getting the dog back here is going to be a little bit tedious, but that's okay. Woo! Oh, it's a portal farm. Okay, interesting. Which would explain why it's so dependent on having no one else in the nether. Okay. Tie the dog to the gas. Yes, because I want the trip back to be even slower. Okay. Good. So yeah. So there's the paper. It's going to do papery things. All right. Good. That'll make things a little bit nicer. Oh, I should. Do I have any blocks on me? Yes. Maybe so we stop throwing the items way up into the air. That would be great. Okay. All right, through the portal, and let's go. So he said Sort of northwest-ish. Okay. Okay, what would be really cool, though, before I do this, is to have rockets. Hang on, we need a few more rockets. Just a minute. Yeah, this is why I need all the paper, because, yeah, I'm almost out of rockets. More north than west. Okay. All right. Do that. And here, I'll turn the gamma override on so it's a little bit easier to see. So north-ish. Okay. 628. Gotta also remember where I'm coming from. Okay. It's snowing. Ah, this looks promising. Okay, yeah. Okay, I see. So the gas spawn, they duck through the portal. Okay. Right. Oh, and then they... Right, okay, I see. Yeah, they duck through the portals and then come back through here. And then you can come in here and go swipey swipey. Oh, nice. Very cool. Or they will entity collide and everything will be fun that way too. Yeah, just look up and go all slicey slicey. Yeah. I don't have my sword on me, so but yeah. Okay, cool. Fun. Of course, that also explains why you end up with 87,000 gas heads. Oh, very nice. Woohoo! Okay. Nice. Well, that's cool. All right, so I need to get back. Yeah, south, this way. Rockets. Okay, here I am. You cheated that hole. I won't tell anybody. All right. So into the Badlands, and now... Oh, I should probably bring a bed with me. Yeah, didn't think Evan would be on. That's fair. Yes, I saw your gift. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'll have to see if I can... What? Okay. Look at these guys down here. Being all annoying. Okay. Right, I needed a bed. That's why I'm here. Beds are oops, down this way. Yep. I know, they're all around. It's great. Okay, did I craft a... Do I have a bed here somewhere? Maybe in this box over here. Okay, that's going to be a nope. All right. All right, well, let's just craft up a bed real quick. And... You know, I sort of wish that the beds would look like the wood you made them out of. It's like this would be a pale oak base on it, right? So that would be white on the bottom, or pink, or red for the mangrove, or whatever. It wouldn't make inventory any worse because they don't stack anyway. Two words. Uh-oh. Spotted cat. All right. So, it's going to say inventory control. Yes. But as I said, beds don't stack. So it's not like it makes it any worse. All right, so I need to go. Let's double check my seed map here. We're going to about 6,500 and minus 7,000. Okay. 65 and minus 7,000. Okay. That will work for the time being. So not too far. Oh. All right, that's a cute dog. Yep, the GIF was 100% accurate. That is a cute dog. Oh, I actually need to go this way a little bit. It's all right. This will be fine. So somewhere over here. This is a huge mesa, by the way. This mesa biome, it's just ridiculous. I love it. Oh, well, look at that. Sorry, detour. Yeah. What a lovely place for a cave spider spawner. Anyway. Okay. Yes. I will get this done. You definitely need to spend time with your little puppers. Because puppers, they just need all the loves. Okay. We've got ourselves a little bit of something. We have sheep. We have cows. We have savanna. What I need here is... jungle. Proving, but still very sick. Yeah. Okay. We're here. Alright. Here, puppy, puppy, puppy. That's what I'm talking about. Hi. Aren't you a cute doggo? Yes, you are. We're going to get a couple of you guys. Okay, look. No, that didn't take long at all. All right, I'm just going to get a bunch of them since we're just going to bring the whole pack. All right. Nice. Now to get home. That's a heck of a ravine right there. Yeah, these ones apparently they spawn in larger packs, I guess. There are a few of them that do. Like the white Arctic wolf type spawns solo. But those ones, and I think there's one in the savannah that has that sort of hyena look to it. That one spawns in larger packs as well, I think. Okay. All right. That's right. Come on, guys. All right. We're good. We're good. So good. All right. Well, got a little ways to go. But yeah, I hope everything works out okay for your dog there, Snoopers. So it's never fun when they're sick because they don't quite. They know they don't feel good, but they don't know that you're trying to help them necessarily. They don't understand all of the poking and prodding that comes with being at a vet. It's just hard. Hey, guys. Okay. That was a weird lava thing. She's won them over at the vet. Nice. I actually need to go this way. She's a sweet, sweet lady. Yeah, that's good. See, my cats hated going to the vet. And Dusty, he is so not into that whole vet experience. Okay, I believe I'm just the other side of this hill. Yeah, your cat's loud. Ours fights it. Everything he can do to fight it. And did I miss it? Oh, maybe it's this one ahead of me. Because I totally that was also very tall. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. Don't fly too far. I flew too far. Okay, there we go. Last time, shit, your cat had a bad reaction to the vaccines. Oh, man. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, mine, he hasn't had anything like that, but he just does not like the vet's office. He screams and he hides and he messes all over himself, and it's not a great time for the poor kitty. Oh, she had to go back and get more pokes. Yeah, that's not great. All right. All right, let's bring the dogs up this way. I'm gonna end up here somewhere. Okay. All right. All right, they'll teleport in. It's gonna be fun. Yes. Hello, guys. The other one might be up on that other level. Okay, there they are. Hi. Yeah, there you go. Look at those cute little puppies. They're just so cute. They're so cute. Oh, yes, they are. They're so cute. Okay. Nice. Yeah, I saw them. I really liked these guys with this this brown colored coat. How I need to name them. Oh, it's the worst part. That is the worst part of coming up with names. Okay. I actually have a lot of empty shulkers. They're all over here. Snickers. No, but then when you get hungry, you'd want to eat a Snickers, and that's not good. Okay. That's a hopper. Snickers, pork chop, and Charlie? Okay. Hopper. Well, see, I already have Hopper Cat over here. I don't know if I actually named him. I think I did. Maybe not. This guy, I am seriously torn about what to do with this guy. Because the fact that he ended up in the hopper is still sort of amazing to me. So I don't necessarily want to pull him out of there, but I do want to build this wall, and then Hopper Cat gets locked in the wall forever. And I don't know that I can have that. So I mean, he seems happy there, but that's an idea. Make a window. It's like, okay, here's Hopper Cat. Okay. Nice. So let's talk snow here for a minute. All right, so what I need to do is basically on these ones that I have done, and I don't have them all done over here yet, but these ones that I have done, that's right, I can cut through there. I need to adjust the filter here a little bit. Yes, no, go snuggle. Snuggle and lurk and spend time with your cute puppers. But yeah, the way this works is each of these, basically it'll be 3 stacks and then some. So that'll drain until it's just like your an item filter, your regular like impulse SV type filter. So this will go until everything here kind of stops. And then, okay. I have some numbers, but it changed because I've got signs and things in here. So now anytime I throw one item in here, it'll immediately get pulled down. Okay. Right, which is great. Down boy. Okay, so that's how that works. So I just have to set that on all of these ones that I've got filters set for. I'm just going to be using the snow layers as that sort of filler to say, hey, this is where it stops, and then we move on to the next one. Okay, that way all of the items that get put in here will immediately get moved down into the storage. So this was 3 and 4. This is going to be a little bit less. 1. Oops, I want these over here. 2, 3, and this one's probably going to be about the same. All right, well, we'll let that count down. This one was 3 plus 4. This one, I think I am missing one item here, but it feels like I should have. Oh, maybe it'll be the same, but yeah, oh, this was because I've got the azalea leaves up here. That's why. Okay. Cool, that makes sense. All right, 1, 2, 3, and then some. All right, so 1, 2, 3, and then so we'll just split this. So that'll count down to 6 or 8, something like that. Okay. All right, where things are going to get really annoying. So this isn't bad. This is just, oh yeah, we'll just throw some snow in here and let it do its thing. Where things are going to get a little awkward is I have this, I currently laid out, I've got marked on signs, you know, how I've got this all laid out currently. I'm going to shift some things over, which means I'm going to have to move everything that's in the chests up front, and that's going to just be annoying. So yippee or something. Now, these guys I've got set up as basically the smallest size filter, which is pretty normal for this type of setup. The copper golems can sort non-stackable items, but to do that, you have to extend out the size of the filters, right? Just like, you know, like these are your impulse SV filters that come out 2 blocks and down. This one only comes out 1 out and down. If I want to have 7 tools or something, for example, if I want wood and iron and copper and gold and diamonds, I'm not going to bother with netherite, but pickaxes, for example, in 1 box, or if I want a box that's just wood tools or one that's just copper tools or something like that, I have to extend out quite a ways, which won't be too bad, but okay, 2, 3. Okay, I did do that one, right? Yep, okay. So 1, oops, no. 1, 2. Now this one I'm missing all of the regular things. So I've got the warped stuff, but I don't have any of the regular. So basically as you fill those in, you just take out your filler items and they go. I could name all of these. The copper golems just ignore the names. So, okay. And this one I don't have anything in, so. Yeah. So if I named these like filter and then had a regular snow layer come in, the copper golem will still just put that in there, so. Not a huge issue, but, you know, a little annoying. And yeah, I have to come set all of the redstone-y stuff in here, so. Like, what items are going to go in the redstone box? Well, obviously redstone, you know. All right, so all of these probably have some snow in them. Did I not do the oak one? I might not have done the oak one. Okay. Let's be sure I actually did the oak side. Because once I get these in place, then at least those will be done. And I've got to go all the way around and at least put one snow layer in each. I think I already have a snow layer in each chest. So that when I get the copper golems in, if it's not a snow layer, it won't put it in there. It'll just move it on right on down the line till it comes over here to the overflow. So that'll be fun to set up and see in action, but oh no, I did do the oak one. I must have just gone around and picked it up. All right, cool. So yeah. So let's come down here and take a look at what I've got, because I've got plenty of room in here, right? Just with what I have, I've only coming like just a little more than halfway around my storage, okay? Now, theoretically, each slice can sort 50, not the full thing, but all but you have to leave at least two slots open, or 3 depending on how many copper golems you've got, how close they are, that type of thing. But all of the rest can be sortable items, assuming you've got the right number. So I could theoretically sort every item in the game just about. At least every stackable item. I'm not going to worry about sorting tools and boats and all of that nonsense. So, and then I have to come and update all of my signs and all of that nonsense. But I have so much terracotta, right? So that's kind of full. Okay, that one's getting full. That one's empty. But then I've got multiple chests here of terracotta. So I think I'm going to want to shift this over. And I have at least a double chest, probably 2 or a chest and a half of bricks right now. Like the full brick blocks because of my mason trades. Yeah, aren't you? And I get so many cats. It's the joy of villagers, man. So many cats. All right, so let's see what's going to be the fun. There's fun to be had. I just don't know where it is. Okay, so let's see now. All right, so if I want to do this, basically what I'll end up doing, I think, is I'll set the filter. Yeah, the snow is a problem. But if I was really crazy, I'd put snow over here. But anyway, we'll not worry about it. So what I'll end up doing, I think, is I'll set the filters, take everything out of the chests, and then throw them into the system to get resorted. I think that's going to be the simplest way to deal with that. So, all right. So I think what I want to do is let's do, this will be terracotta as well. So I'm going to do two stacks of terracotta. Okay, I'm going to leave those other notes on there for a minute. We'll take those out. And it's going to be regular terracotta plus glazed terracotta. So that should, because I'm not going to have that much glazed terracotta, I don't think. This one will do brick and clay. All right. That seems reasonable. Yeah, because that's close to terracotta, right? So it'll be close to the terracotta. Okay, so then over here we'll do the concrete and prismarine. That should be fine. And then, okay. And I'm going to need wool, right? So we'll do that here. We'll do wool, and this will be snowballs and snow blocks. I will not sort the snow layers, because again, if I throw them in, they're all going to end up over on that side. So I could put snow here, and that would actually solve that problem, but we're not doing that. So also wouldn't solve the problem because the copper golems would pick up those layers and potentially put them in multiple boxes. So no, definitely not doing that. Okay, so the wool and snow. This one currently is tough, dripstone and stuff. This one I think is going to become glass and lights. You know, yeah, okay, no, that's fine. So that'll be glass and lights. So we'll have those in. So what am I missing? Okay, so plants and dyes. I want to have the plants and dyes close to all of this stuff because of the coloring, right? These are all colorful blocks, and I want to have the dyes next to the colorful blocks, right? Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Yeah, so basically I have a section here that's just all colorful things. All right. So now all right, so I now have clay and bricks is taken care of. Wool and snow is taken care of. What I'm not entirely sure of how I want to handle things is like banners. Plain solid banners could go over here with the wool, but most of the banners I'm going to have are different. So I haven't tried. That might be something I try in creative, is just to see how do the copper golems deal with banners that have different patterns and stuff on them. Okay, anyway, so concrete and prismarine, that's okay. That's gonna move. Okay. The glass and lights, we've got a box for that. So I'm just fixing my labels at the moment. Okay, plants and dyes, I've got a spot for. All right. So all of this stuff is going to have to move over there. So yeah, so let's get over here and start playing with stuff. So I think what I want to do here Right, so we've got all of this happening here. So I think what I want to do is I want to put ores and iron here. Okay. Right, that's that one. Then we've got the dripstone, tough, and end. That'll go here. So drip. Wow, drip, tough, end. Okay, that'll go there. So what I could do is I can move the deep slate and skulk down to that side and leave most of this the way it is. That might work. I might also move resin out of this spot. The sand and gravel kind of are taking up some space, so I've also debated giving sand and gravel a slice in the bulk storage, but I haven't fully decided on that yet. But I also need a spot for like sandstone and all of those blocks, right? The sandstone walls and chiseled sandstone, right? All of that, the slabs, all that good stuff. So, okay, so if I move, so there's all that stuff. Yeah, let's go ahead and just move stone over here. I want to reorganize what I've got going on, like for the mob drops anyway. So stone will go over there. Jeez, I can't find the backspace key. All right, and then I'll just move deep slate and skulk over here. Deep slate and skulk. All right, skulk. All right, so now these guys are ready for all of that fun. Okay. So I will have to come back here and actually set the filters, but for now, let's just go through the logic. Okay, so let's just, for now, we're going to put the mob drops over here. I want to put food in its own slice. Okay, which right now I have it with the mob drops, so that's going to move. Okay. Okay. And then, let's see. Copper. Copper is a problem. Because there are 4 pages of copper items. Waxed and unwaxed and weathered and right. Each of these pages is what 20 items, right? So if you get all of the regular and then the raw, which I actually think will go in the ore box, but yeah, it's so now we're looking. Okay, so that's 20. Right, 40, 60, 80. So I'm going to have 2 slices for copper just so I can fit all of the copper stuff. All right, so this is going to be copper. And I think, what if I were to make this? Well, I'm going to make a copper 2. I don't know. I mean, I could split it up, waxed and unwaxed. Right? That would be a thing, but it might make more sense to split it into regular copper and then right into the first stages. So here's the first 2 stages, and here's the last 2 stages. But then there are also the things like ingots and, well, lightning rods now age 2. So I don't know, or I could split them into copper, right? I could split them into, all right, here's all the grates and, right, just sort of split them into their categories. Right, here's the blocks, and here's the cut ones, and here's the stairs, right? And just split them that way. That might make some sense. Okay. Copper bulbs, things like that. So, all right. So we'll do that. All right, so cool. So this copper is taken care of. All right, so then this one will be workstations. Now, I also have been having this be a little bit of a miscellaneous thing as well, because I've been putting in things like stuff, honey blocks and paper, and all of some of those miscellaneous things, crafting items or crafting items. What are they? The loom banner templates and things like that. So those I think I'll end up moving around. Okay. So mark these as to do because I have not filled in the Todd. Okay. To do. Okay. Yeah, because I still need to come in, set the filters, and put in snow to fill out the filter. Okay. But that is just about everything at the moment. And I have two other sections, which I don't have anything in at the moment. I'm not sorting anything over there. That will probably change. Because I think there's going to be a bunch of things that I don't necessarily want wherever it is that they're going at the moment. So we'll figure that out. Everything that ends up in the overflow, I can then start thinking about categorizing and where I want to put them. All right. Nice. So yeah, so back here, did I? Oh, it's over on this side. It's like somewhere I've got a scaffold. Okay, so don't crash on me. Don't you do it. All right. So redstone I need to do, and obviously the nether plants I'm missing some stuff, but the snow is in, so we'll leave that. All right. So which filter should we set up first? Let's do the redstone. And I think to make that a little bit easier, let's get my redstone chest out. I keep calling it a chest. It's a shulker box, but still. Okay. So let's grab this. Plus, I want to get a couple of things because for me, ice is a redstone component. You can do other things with it, but it is a redstone component. Now, it's possible I'll need to move it to make room for actual redstone-y things, but that's fine. We'll get this in place. So, all right. So, all right. The other thing I might need to do is be sure everything's blocked off so the copper golems don't try to get weird places, but that's okay. So, redstone. Let's get the ice up here. Okay. This is one I'm a little bit worried about. I'm actually worried about filling up the filters, so we'll see how it goes. Composter we'll put in the workstations. I've already got that. Dropper. Hopper. Oh, I've already got the dispenser. Tripwire hook. Observers. Okay. Furnace is not. Redstone block is. Okay. All right. So let's go and take that snow out. Redstone. Oh, the other thing I suppose I should probably have in here is redstone dust. Peters. I don't have any comparators made up at the moment. Dust. Peter. Okay, let's leave a spot for the comparator. Droppers, dispensers, observers, hoppers. Right, the different types of pistons. Yeah, redstone lamp. Target blocks. The copper bulbs, I think I'm going to put in with the copper. Okay, just to be sure. Okay, and then... yeah, I think the slime blocks... again, slime blocks are a redstone component for me. So that's just where I would look for them. And I think... even though they would fall into mob drops, again, slime for me is a redstone component, so we'll have that go into here. Let's see. Okay, and I'm probably missing some other redstone-y bits, but like I said, I don't have a comparator right now, and oh, the note block. Block needs to go in there too. Probably some other things, but that'll work for now. Okay. Anything else jumping out at me out of, like, I don't have all of the buttons in here. The buttons and pressure plates get sorted into the various wood types. Okay. It would make sense that they would go into the redstone, right? But they're going into the various woods, so. Okay, I think that's fine. There are, as I said, probably more redstone components that I could put in there, but I don't have them at the moment. I said, I keep saying comparators are definitely one. Okay, so side 2. Snow. The fun thing about this too is once you get all of these in place, you just throw them in and then you watch what shows up in your overflow. It's like, oh yeah, I am missing, right, something. Like in this case, comparators would show up. And then you just go through, oh, okay, well, let me put the comparator in the filter. And these filters are so easy to set that it does not really matter. So, okay. And yeah, as long as you, and actually the cool thing, because I'm not really concerned about this, and the chests, everything drains from left to right, top to bottom, I just put it in, it'll drop the one snow out or whatever, and everything will balance, which will be good. Okay, cool. So, redstone is done enough. Okay, great. No, seriously, that is actually really good. Okay, I'm going to have to do a couple of other things before I get the copper golems in, but we'll do that when the time comes. I have these set up so that in theory, the copper golems will run across where all of those vines are. Okay, so I have to put a layer of glass blocks across here and some blocks across here so they don't get out, which I'll have to do anyway. But these vines are here specifically because they stop mob collision. so that the golems could actually walk past each other without bumping into each other. I had some issues during testing, but I didn't test it with the latest snapshots, where this didn't quite work the way I would have liked. So I had them running across the top of the chests. I think this is going to be a little bit better, I think. But we'll, if they have problems, I can pop them up onto the top of the chest and everything's going to be fine. So I've got options, and that's a good thing. That is a very good thing. And what I also have going on up here is, you see these comparators that I have? I suppose I could have swiped one of those for the filters. These copper blocks are going to become copper chest. So this is going to read from that chest. And so if there's anything in that chest, we'll get a redstone signal out this way. And that's what I'm going to tap in to light up these redstone lines, so that the guardians will flow and will swing back and forth. That way, it will turn the reactor on whenever I've got stuff in any of those copper chests, right? Just as I go all the way around. Because if there's something in the copper chest, it means that the system is actively sorting stuff. So yeah, it's going to be really cool, but and actually also very simple, because we'll just run those out here onto redstone lines. Yeah, we'll come out, we'll connect and stuff. It'll be a little bit of redstone noodle, but nothing crazy. It's just, hey, I just need to get redstone from here to there. All right, so the redstone's done. Let's look at terracotta. All right, so what I'm going to need is terracotta. Now, what I don't have is thing. Sir and Lady Flaw Gaming over on Beam. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Somewhere here I've got an empty shulker. No, I don't. I put them in a box. I moved them because I was smart. That's how that works. It's totally how that works. Yeah, right there. I need a shulker box to put terracotta in. Now, I don't have all of the different terracottas. Okay. Just doing this wrong. Oh, also, I don't need this lever anymore. Ta-da! Okay. Oh, but I've got a few of them, and we'll put them in. And again, anything that doesn't get sorted will end up. Oops, I already have the red, orange, yeah. Brown. Got a lot of brown. So I already have brown. Anything that doesn't get sorted will end up in the overflow, and I'll get that sort of sorted out. But like, I've got some, like I've got blue, and I've got, oh, that's the clay. Some green. I don't have lime green. The bricks, I think that's where I'm going to be putting in the decorated pots. I don't know if I'm going to put in the pottery sherds or not. I'll have filter space for them. These types of decorated plots, yeah, totally. All the plots have been decorated. We are plotting against the king, but we've decorated it on frilly paper so he doesn't suspect, because nobody puts their secret plot details on frilly paper. That's just not how that works, okay? It's almost like having encryption, but not nearly as good. Of course, if you want actual encryption, you can get VPN through Proton, and it's awesome and amazing, and you should, do that and stuff. Okay. Anyway, okay. Yeah, looks like them. So I'm going to have to come through here. I'm going to have to set all of these, you know, all of the terracotta of all of its various various forms, which I don't have all of them yet. Because I haven't made the effort to actually go through and dye all of these. Right? So this is definitely going to be a case of, oh yeah, I have them. I'll have to go through and resort things, but that's fine. We'll deal with it. So yeah, I'm not concerned at this point about getting all of the filters set right, you know, 100% complete right now. Right? I'll set the filters with the items I have, and then we'll deal with the rest. Okay, so that would be, this one is the terracotta. Okay. Alright, so white, light gray. Okay, worry about where the cyan goes in a minute. Well, regular terracotta needs to be up here too somewhere. Okay. Black, brown. Okay. Orange. Don't have yellow at the moment. Green. I don't have a light green at the moment. So cyan. Dark blue. Light blue. The purples, right? I don't have any of those. And we'll need to do the glazed as well. Right, it's blue. This one's orange. Right? So they'll all fill in here somewhere. Just as I get them. But since I'm doing this twice, right,